you know what time it is? It's the King Ducky Show. Quack a lot of you can like you don't give a fuck. Come on. I can't hear you quacking, y'all. Come on, quack. 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 Quack.
Hello, listeners, and welcome back to another month of the King Ducky Show. So this month, my mom has started out her own blog. She's doing like a kind of like a fitness thing because she's done really well doing fitness and all that stuff. She has made a lot of progress, losing weight and all that stuff. It's been awesome to watch. But she started a blog. I now own 2 vending machines. They're like vending machines from the 80s, I think. I don't really know much about them. I hope they work. And if they do work, I have no idea what I'm going to put in them. I know one of them is a soda machine and a candy machine. So I have honestly no idea what I'm going to put in them because I can put like chips and candy and soda. And I don't know what the popular shit is. I know Hershey's has got to go in there. But what about like Beast bars and shit? I wonder if I can get those wholesale. I honestly have no idea. My mom was telling me about this time that she went to Home Depot and some guy was like, you going to pay for my shit or what? I was telling her that I would 100%, if I was in that situation, I would have sat there, paid for everything, and then walked out with whatever the fuck he bought. Because if I'm paying for it, I might as well just take it. Yeah, so I got vending machines. You guys remember that game back in like 2014? 2012, something around that line. It's called High Noon by Happy Latte. It was where you were like in the Wild West and you could use your phone as your gun. You'd put it down by your hip, then you'd wait for the bell to ring, and you just fucking bow, 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 and you win. Why is that gone? I want it back. I want that game back so bad. You have no idea. The game back then was so much fun. It was something I did when the parents went to the store. Whatever. It was good memories, good times. Nowadays, it's a game all on its own. No game does it like they did it. I've never even found a game even quite similar. Have any of you guys played that? That shit was great. I've been thinking about remaking the game, but making it a VR game. I don't know just yet. I haven't done my research, but I wonder if that would if I remade it, but in VR, since it's not on mobile, wouldn't that be stealing? Like stealing their idea? Or is that just a copy of a concept? Like not making it an exact copy, making it to where you can use like your VR chat avatars and shit and all that stuff. But the same sort of concept, you know? I wonder if that would be stealing a concept. Because I don't even think I've heard of a VR game that does that. Why has no one done this? But now that I've said it, if someone does it, I'm coming after you. You better lawyer up. Anyways, how are you guys doing? Valentine's Day is coming up. I actually think Valentine's Day is around the same time when I started recording for the Out of Place podcast, doing the King Ducky Show. Oh, it's already been, a year, 2 years on this podcast? That is insane. Yeah, it's been 2 years on this podcast. That is awesome. How are you guys doing? You guys doing good? It's been 2 years. You've just been listening to me talking. Y'all been listening to me for 2 years. My parents hated it. They had to do it for 18. They're about done with me, I think. But hey, they find me quite entertaining. And apparently, I think like 200 and something of y'all, 205. 205 of y'all find me at least mildly entertaining. And I appreciate that. You guys are awesome. How are you guys doing though? We doing good? We smiling? Have you guys smiled today? Like to the 4 guys listening to this podcast who are in the gym. Have you guys smiled today? I want you to put the weights down. Put them down. Okay, thank you. And I want you to walk over to the mirror. I want you to look at yourself and say smile. Say I'm perfect and smile a little bit. Just for Ducky, just for me. And those of you who are driving right now, I don't want you to get distracted, but just say to yourself that you're beautiful, that you're awesome. What else could you be doing better with your day than telling yourself how perfect you are? Okay, now that we're done with the feel-good shit, have you guys been seeing that shit that's going around TikTok that's like the United States and the rest of its allies are going to be doing an event to re-something, I can't remember the word he said, but recertify how effective we are as allies and as a team and how we can assess it or responding to a threat. Yeah, no, don't freak out about that shit. Fucking, they said the exact same thing, pretty much word for word. bar for bar. The same thing that when I was getting deployed to Poland. Like, I remember we were getting a briefing and they were like, yeah, we're going to show how big of a dick we have to everybody else who wants to fuck with America. And then we get there and we spend most of the time in the back of a truck behind the barracks in Poland. There was nothing really important that we did there. So, like, don't be afraid. That's just big military mumbo jumbo for saying that they ain't going to be doing shit. Because I even hung out with the German military while I was in Poland, but we just worked on computers. We picked each other's brains and figured out how each other's technologies work. Also, German military, they're awesome. Their MREs, mwah, delicious. Yeah, so don't be freaking out about anything that you be seeing on TikTok that has to do with the military or anything like that. World War III isn't coming. Nothing's going wrong. They do these types of things like once every couple of years just to make sure that they're good and that NATO's good, that everybody's kind of paying attention. So just in case some people want to get fucky, because China, we ain't really got to worry about China. All their nukes are filled with water. But, there's not a lot to be afraid of these days. Just relax, breathe. The only reason you're afraid is because people want you to be, because then you start buying guns, you start buying toilet paper, and you start filling their pockets up. What about filling up your pockets? Get a side hustle. Relax, breathe. Trust me, because I am one of yous. I am one of these people I'm about to talk about. Our pockets, by the end of the month, are empty and we're waiting for payday on the 1st. So get a side hustle. Get something to get an extra $100, $200 in your pocket every month. Because that extra $100, $200, that's rent, baby. That's a Wi-Fi bill. A side hustle will help you forget about one of these bills or one of these worries that you have. Because I know all of us, especially the people probably listening to my podcast, are probably listening to it because you're freaking out. You ain't got nothing else better to do and you need someone to make you smile. And don't get me wrong, I love making people smile, but I also want to make people not freak out a little bit. It is okay to breathe every now and again. Since I have been medically retired, I make enough money to where I don't need to work. I've been taking this time to breathe, to just whoosha, kind of take that kumbaya shit seriously that they used to make jokes about in school. I've been breathing, and it's very important to do every now and again. I'm now realizing, because breathing has let me realize that sitting down and taking a break from it all, there's nothing wrong with it. It's okay. It actually makes you feel a lot better about wanting to go and do stuff. My motivation to do things has been through the roof. I have been diving into game development, learning all this stuff and learning about vending machines and the upkeep and all that shit. I've been learning about random shit for hours. My want to do something has been awesome. So taking a break made me want to get back out there, want to get to do something, to breathe, to go, I'm good enough to do all this shit. So, just take a break every once in a while. Yes, even you, asshole who keeps saying they can't take a break because of this or because of that. Just because you have kids or dogs or cats or plants, responsibilities doesn't mean you can't sit down and breathe for a minute. Let all your worries just for like 20 minutes. Take it, just fucking forget about bills, forget about your kids, not literally, but forget about your kids, forget your pets, forget about everything and just breathe. Just say, hey, I have a roof over my head. Hey, I have a job. I have money coming in. My bills are paid every month. No matter how you get them paid, no matter how you get your money, I don't give a shit. Do whatever you want. But you have that. It's just breathe. Just breathe. It's okay. Now, I know this has been a sort of a shorter episode, but I just wanted to talk about and kind of getting our mental health up this episode. I'll be making another episode here in a couple days that dives into more just life stuff, the normal Ducky Show podcast stuff. But this one, I thought I'd do a little quick tidbit on just taking a break and to not be so goddamn afraid of everything on the internet. Because I can only type out so many messages on TikTok that say, hey, there's nothing to be worried about. It's just military mumbo jumbo saying that we're all going to be fine. So I thought I'd put it out there on the podcast saying, hey, we're going to be fine. Life is okay. We're okay. Everybody's okay. So breathe, get a drink, sit down, just relax. However you do that. Thank you guys. I appreciate every single one of you. Here's to the next episode and here's to a next more couple years in the King Ducky Show.